Okay, so this is what homegirl gave me to take home. It's so good. It is actually so good. So she's Burmese, and she made this Burmese soup, and I was like, what's Burmese soup? And she sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, so like kind of like a soup like pho. This is so good. This is like a little bit like less beefy than pho is. This is some heat. This shit is good. On a day like today, you should have just dipped this in there. Finish eating. I'm gonna finish eating and then I have to get back to my studies. Oh, also, look at this. My mom got this mobile for her office, and she said it's not suitable for like what she needed it for. So she was like, it would look really nice in your apartment. So I put it up, and it actually looks so gorgeous. Like, it's really, really pretty. I don't know if I want it on this side or that side. Y'all can let me know. Was this side or on this side? I kind of like it on this side just because there's not a lot going on this side, and the window opens over here. So if I do open the window, it would move. But I don't know, y'all can let me know. It's more so for me to see because it's a little hard to see. It is really pretty, but my living room is like white, so it just looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna finish eating now and get back to it. Okay, so for our opinion letter, I am looking at I'm like supposed to be looking at two cases, figuring out what the rule is. So this is so weird to have to explain. Okay, so essentially in a court opinion, we're reading two opinions from the Court of Appeals. And what that pretty much means is one person sued another person. They came to a decision. One of the parties didn't like the outcome of the decision, and they appealed once or twice or however many times. Usually it's like two. They appeal twice, and it gets sent up to the Supreme Court or the highest court of whatever state that they're in. So we're looking at two cases. And we want to know what the overarching rule is for both of the cases. And our professor wants us to explain like what the two most important, well, not two, but like what were the important stuff within that opinion. We'll go case by case. Let's say create one cohesive recitation of the rules that you found in the case. So I use GoodNotes, y'all. I would highly suggest using GoodNotes. A lot of people like Notably. I personally think like if you're looking to make your notes look super aesthetic and like clean and whatever, then Notably is probably a good option. But for me, GoodNotes is it. Like, I need a new iPad, to be honest, because I feel like this is not keeping up with, this is an older iPad, but it doesn't really keep up with the functionality of GoodNotes. And but it's working so good. I don't know if it'll show. So that's kind of what my notes are looking like. I just wrote down what I thought the most important rules were in each case, and then I'm going to combine them into like one document or like one blurb. So here it's just like the first case was pretty much just talking about the law of torts and like what the basic rules of negligence law says. So negligence law pretty much says common law imposes a duty of care when special relationships exist. Special relationships are predicated on an imbalance of control. The law here recognized that a special relationship exists between owners and occupants of land and their invitees, including between a landlord and its tenants, and their invitees, and between a merchant and its invitees. And then in the next case, it's pretty much like recognizing that merchants don't have a duty to protect their invitees from unreasonable risks that are unforeseeable, and the extent to which their duty goes is to call the police, pretty much. Yeah, merchants' only duty is to respond reasonably to such situations, which would be like calling the cops. I want to do law review, and my last assignment was like not great, so I want to improve. And then I have to do torts. So our torts exam is on Wednesday. I have readings to do, and then I'm gonna like finish up my outline. I don't know how much of the reading I'm going to get to be honest, because the hard thing about law school is like we have our exam, right? Usually in like undergrad you have an exam, you spend the whole week prior to that studying for the midterm or whatever exam, but you don't necessarily learn new material, right? For us, we're learning new material, so like like we're preparing for the midterm, but we also are learning new stuff on top of that, so it makes it kind of hard to like focus, because this reading that I'm doing for tonight or for tomorrow tonight is new stuff. This is nothing to do with the exam. This will not be on the exam, so it's just hard. It's very easy to be like, oh, we're not gonna be talking about this, so I can just ignore it. But that's not the case. Like you really need to stay up on the readings, because we're gonna have to know about this eventually. We're gonna get tested on it eventually. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna write this out because I'm thinking really hard about it, and I don't need to think this hard about it, and I just need to write. So I'm gonna do that now. Explain like the method behind the madness of briefing. I feel like I should have went over this in like when I first got into school and stuff, but I wasn't really vlogging, so I'm gonna explain it now and how I do it. This might not be correct, and if somebody's like, eh, well, fine, I don't give a damn. This is how I do it. So yeah, so within this, like, we have I don't know if I can really show my book, but we have cases in here that talk about that exemplify the topic that we're talking about. So right now we're talking in torts about breach of duty, and specifically we are talking about re ipsa, which is pretty much saying like in the absence of any evidence, the action itself couldn't have happened without some type of negligence. So we're talking about that, and what I do is all of the stuff that's highlighted in blue, it's kind of hard to see, but like all the shit that's highlighted in blue is the facts of the case. The stuff that's in green is the trial. The stuff that's in pink is the issue. The brown is the analysis of the court. So this kind of makes it easier. Oh, and the red is a holding. So that kind of makes it easier because my professor for this class does cold call. Very rarely he cold calls, but I usually have things written down. Like, I brief my cases very, like, simply brief them. And I also book brief. So like, I'm looking at the brief, all the stuff. The brief is a typed thing. You don't turn it in for points or anything, but it's just a typed thing. It has your issue, reasoning, analysis, and conclusion. So you have it right there. Like, if they're like, okay, what's the issue, you have the issue. But if they ask for any facts of the case, because I don't really go into detail with the facts anymore, I did that in the first week or so, and that's just so fucking much to type. I don't got time. I don't have time for that. So I just do this instead, and it works just fine. But I have like hella pages to do of this, and I don't think I'm gonna get through all of it for real, because ain't no fucking way we're gonna get through all of this before like our review. We have a midterm review tomorrow, but there's just no way. So I'm gonna get going on this. I might just book brief for the rest of torts. I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling for real, because I have to study too. It's already 11, so I still do have to study for this. So I'm gonna give myself another couple hours, and then I'm gonna stop. So okay, we're clocking in time at 2:28 a.m. What the fuck is that? Hold on, y'all are seeing that right? Anyway, I'm checking out. My mom got me this. It's actually so warm, but I like it because it has armholes, so if I want to type, I can type and still be warm. But I'm getting tired. I didn't brief. I read everything and I book briefed, but I didn't brief. So if I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm gonna brief. I didn't really get to the studying that I wanted to get to today, for real, but I'm not really that worried about it. I can't take myself seriously. I'm taking this off. I'm not that worried about it. I'm just tired now. Even though I had a little cup of coffee and everything, like, I'm still tired. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little notes, my iPad, of the stuff that we're gonna be covering in the review session. I'm gonna read that shit in my bed and lay because I'm just feeling tired. And when I get to this point, I feel like I should just stop because it's not doing me any good to keep going. I mean, I want to, low-key, but it's getting hard for me to like identify the issues even though I already read it. Like, it's hard for me to put it into my own words. Like, yeah, so if I can wake up early tomorrow, which I probably won't be able to because I never do, I'll try to brief a little bit, but I like my mornings to be to me, so I don't really do a lot of work in the morning. I'm tapping out for the night. I will see you all in the morning. I don't know how long I want this vlog to be. This is my first time doing like a school vlog, so I guess this will be like a trial. So we'll see. I'll probably do like the first half of the week and then the second half of the week I'll do something else. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Well, I meant to say I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, good night and happy studying. I don't want to get out of my bed, bro. I just turned the heat on. My heated blanket is doing what it's supposed to do, but I need to get up because I have class soon. Let's get this bread, I guess. Oh, okay. So I just had me a little breakfast. I have to get my iPad. Here's the fit. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm about to leave soon. I want to be a little early today. So here's the fit. It's cold as fuck today. I'm wearing my regular Uggs today because it's cold. Like last week, it was in the 80s, and now all of a sudden I want to be in the fucking 40s. Fuck. But yeah, it's a calm little fit. So today we have I have Torts for a couple hours, and then we have a review session, so I'm gonna be at school for that long at least. And then I think I'm gonna stay at the library for a little bit today because, as I said, midterms humbled me, gagged me just a bit. So I'm gonna do a French twist instead. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be staying at school a little bit so I can try to do good on this fucking midterm on Wednesday. But yup. I'm gonna get me a coffee from downstairs and then be on my merry little way. Today I'm taking this. It's not really much of a lunch. I'm just returning the Tupperware that the girl gave me that soup in. And then I have some little snacks. Honestly, I'm gonna take a Pop-Tart. I'm not super hungry right now, but I know I will be in a bit. Snacks. I need to like make lunch for real. Like I need to make food so I can eat it for lunch. Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't gonna get to the breach this morning. I knew it. That's just not me. I don't know. I can't. But anyway, I'm gonna go now. If I do record anything else, it's gonna be on my other phone. Just because I don't really want to carry my this around yet. I'm not at that point in my vlogging career to where I can just, hey guys, at school. Like, that's not really me. But yep, I will see you guys in a little. Hey y'all, so yes, I'm wearing the same clothes that I was wearing last night. Shut the fuck up. But I woke up and I got some bad news. All right, babes, I'm gonna eat and I gotta get back to contracts, but I'm gonna go through what's been going on. I recently paid off my credit card, and I was kind of talking about that in like some of my other videos, like that I want to pay off my credit card and this and that. So I ended up like paying it off. Tell me why today. So my credit limit was pretty high. It was like $5,500. I paid off the card. They lowered my credit limit to $1,000. My credit limit on this card has never been that low, and it just feels like slap in the face because like, why the fuck did I spend that much time like trying to pay it off? And I paid off a big chunk of it like recently. So it's just like really frustrating because it puts you in a bind because you're used to having a $5,000 credit limit and now you have a $1,000 credit limit. Like, that's just crazy to me. Fuck everybody who scammed. Thank you for scamming. Fuck, like at this point I'm feeling like I should have cracked my fucking account with them because fuck, what the fuck? That's crazy as fuck. Like taking my money that I just paid, let me eat the rest of this, to take it and pretty much saying thank you, now fuck off. Like, I don't like credit cards to begin with. Like if you don't have enough information about a credit card, don't open one. Like, I'm actually about to cancel my business account with them. I know it's not personal, the algorithm thing, but it feels very personal because it's like you put me in a tough financial spot because I'm not working, and that's probably another reason. Like I'm not working, so that's probably why they canceled it. But still, what the fuck? So once like this last payment happens, I'm not using that card no more. Like I'm not fucking with them like this. Like, you playing in my fucking face, and to get a credit increase I have to do a soft credit check. Like, you're telling me you have to check my credit again when I already had a $5,000 credit limit and I just paid the card off. Like, it just feels very predatory. It doesn't feel right, but it's very normal, I guess. It's called balance chasing. So that shit is like annoying as fuck to me. Yeah, like once this card is paid for one more payment, I'm not doing this